it's time for a demo. I will show you how you can access Power Platform Admin Center and the other admin centers available, and we'll see how you can create an environment and a data policy using the Power Platform Admin Center. We start our demo by accessing the link admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com. This will guide you into the Power Platform Admin Center. Now that we are on the Admin Center, you can see on your left a menu with many options related to the different operations that we can perform to administer our tenants. I will start by showing you how to access the admin centers by selecting the admin centers blades, and then you have an option for each one of the admin centers available. So this is an easy way to access the different admin centers without the need to memorize or save the link for each of them. Also, we have an option to manage the environments on our tenants. I created these empty tenants so it would be easier for you to follow this demo. As you can see, I have one environment available at the moment, and it is the default environment that was created together with my tenants. So let's start by creating our environment. We select the option to create a new environment, and then we have to fill this simple form by providing the name of the environment, the type, the region, the purpose of the environment, and the option to create a database for this environment in case we want to use common data service in these environments. It is important to consider that, as mentioned previously, each environment is associated to a single region, and after its creation, you no longer will be able to change the region associated to the environment you created. Also, another important detail is to evaluate the type of environments we want to use. At the moment, we have 5 types of environments. We have the default type that is created automatically with each tenant. Then we have the developer type that is available for users with the community plan license. And also we have 3 types showing on the list. So, trial environments should be used in scenarios of supporting short-term usage, and also it expires after 30 days once its creation, and it is limited to a single user. Then we have sandbox environments that usually are used for phase of our projects, such as development or testing phases. And also we have the production type that is meant to store permanently our solutions and host them for production. So let's create a trial environment. I will start by providing a name for the environment. I'll call it demo environment. In terms of type, I will select trial, and the region I can leave the default as Europe. The purpose is an optional field, so I will not provide any value, and let's leave the option for database as no, since I don't want to use common data service. So let's save, and now it will create our environment. This may take few seconds. Okay. Our environment is created, so let's start by accessing the environment. So in here, accessing the details of the environments, you can start by configuring settings such as configuring the environment admin or even configuring the environment maker, so the person that will have basically permissions to create resources in these environments. Also, you can control and manage the resource being used on this environment as well, such as power-ups and flows that you create in context of these environments. Now, let's see how we can create a data policy to use in these environments. We will start by accessing the option Data Policies, and we will select the option to create a new policy. So, I will basically create a policy that will ensure that our SharePoint connector will never be used together with the Facebook connectors, so we ensure that our SharePoint data is never exposed to Facebook. Let's start by providing a name for the policy. I'll call it Demo Policy. And let's proceed to the next step. On the connectors step, basically, if we search for Facebook, we will see that Facebook is contained on the non-business group. By this means, any data provided by Facebook is considered non-business related. So I will leave as it is, but in this case, I will classify SharePoint's source as business. So in this case, if we move the SharePoint connector to the business group, we will never be able to connect the SharePoint connector with the Facebook connector. So let's proceed now to the next step. On the scope step, we have the ability to specify the scope of this data policy. We can use this data policy to all environments that we created on our tenants, or even use to multiple environments, or even use to a single environment. In this case, I will just use to the environment that we created previously. I'll add the environment to the policy, and we are in conditions to proceed to the next step. On the next step, you basically can review all the configurations you specified, and you can proceed to create your policy. So as you can see, it was simple and quick to create the policy. And basically, this demo shows how simple it is to start creating your environments on Power Platform and apply policies and configure settings to ensure the security of your data and your applications, so then you can start to work on those environments. As you notice, there are some important questions to be considered before starting your environments, such as the environment's region, the type of environment we want to use, and more. To recap, in this module, we explored Power Platform as a service, and we discussed the different features available and the benefits we can get from using Power Platform. Also, we explored the core components of Power Platform to understand how it can empower organizations to get better results. We also discussed the different mechanisms and systems available to allow us to administer our tenants and ensure a secure environment. And we finalized by understanding what are the compliance resource, systems and tools available and how to use them to ensure that organizations are compliant with legal and regulatory standards.